Welcome to Bold and the Beautiful 65 Spoilers. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and comment for more videos like this one.
Spoilers suggest that on Friday, Steffy finally reaches her breaking point and fills Ridge in on what's really been going on between Taylor and Deacon. And you can just picture Ridge's reaction, stunned at first, then irritated, then full-on judgment mode kicking in. I predict that heading into next week, Ridge doesn't sit on this information for long. He goes straight to Taylor, probably under the guise of concern. But let's be real, it turns confrontational fast. Ridge starts questioning her judgment, bringing up Deacon's past, his history with Sheila, and all the reasons he thinks this is a terrible idea. From Ridge's perspective, he's protecting his family. But the way he goes about it, that's where everything blows up. Because Taylor is done being lectured. We can see Taylor snap back hard, and honestly it's overdue. She calls Ridge out on the hypocrisy immediately. She reminds him that he has zero moral high ground after dumping her, yet again. To run back to Brooke. And not that long ago either. Taylor makes it crystal clear that Ridge does not get to decide who she sees, who she loves, or how she lives her life anymore. I suspect Taylor throws Ridge's pattern right back in his face. The back and forth, the constant choosing Brooke, the broken promises, all of it. She may even say something along the lines of, "You don't get to walk away and then police my choices." And honestly, she's not wrong. Ridge, of course, doesn't take this well. I can see him getting defensive, insisting this isn't about Brooke or their past, but about Deacon being dangerous and inappropriate. But the more Ridge pushes, the more Taylor stands her ground. Spoilers suggest this isn't a calm disagreement, it's emotional, raw, and laced with years of unresolved resentment. What really changes the dynamic here is that Taylor isn't asking for permission anymore. She's not pleading. She's not explaining herself. She's asserting. And that's new. Ridge isn't used to Taylor pushing back this firmly, especially when it comes to her personal life. I also wouldn't be surprised if Taylor points out the double standard, that Ridge has always been free to follow his heart, no matter who gets hurt, but suddenly there are rules when it comes to her. That realization might actually rattle him more than the Deacon revelation itself. The big question is how Ridge processes this. Does he walk away angry? Does he double down? Or does it finally sink in that he's lost the right to have a say in Taylor's romantic choices? Because from where it stands, this confrontation isn't just about Deacon, it's about control, boundaries, and Taylor finally refusing to be judged by the man who broke her heart, again. This confrontation somehow manages to get even messier. And that's saying something. Right in the middle of Ridge and Taylor going at it, Steffy arrives, and the energy in the room immediately shifts. You can practically see Taylor roll her eyes the second Steffy steps in and automatically positions herself beside Ridge. No hesitation. No questions. Just instant alignment. That alone speaks volumes. Steffy doesn't waste time either. Spoilers suggest she jumps straight into fix it mode, telling Taylor, not asking, that she needs help. And that's the moment Taylor really snaps. She shuts that down fast and makes it painfully clear that this isn't some phase or emotional spiral. Taylor looks them both dead in the eye and says it plainly, she and Deacon want each other. No apology. No backtracking. That's when Ridge and Steffy both react at once, and it turns into pure chaos. Ridge starts in on how reckless this is, while Steffy escalates it even further, warning about Sheila. Over and over again, they hammer the same point, how dangerous this could become if Sheila finds out. The word dangerous gets thrown around like a siren, and I predict that's what pushes Taylor further into a corner. Because at this point, no one is listening anymore. Voices rise. Everyone is talking at once. Steffy is pacing, Ridge is gesturing, Taylor is trying to respond but keeps getting cut off. You can almost feel the frustration boiling over as Taylor realizes this isn't a conversation, it's an ambush. Ridge and Steffy aren't trying to understand her feelings. They're trying to shut the whole thing down. And here's the thing, Taylor isn't denying the risk. She knows Sheila is a wild card. But what she is refusing to accept is being controlled by fear. That's where the disconnect is. Steffy is thinking like a mother protecting her family at all costs. Ridge is thinking like a man who still feels entitled to an opinion. Taylor? She's thinking like someone who is tired of living her life according to everyone else's trauma. I wouldn't be surprised if Taylor throws it back at them, that Sheila already is a threat regardless, that hiding and tiptoeing hasn't stopped her before. And that love, however complicated, isn't something she's willing to bury just because it makes everyone else uncomfortable. By the end of this scene, nothing is resolved. If anything, the lines are drawn even deeper. Ridge and Steffy stand united, driven by fear and control. Taylor stands alone, emotional but resolute. And hovering over all of it is Sheila's shadow, the unspoken bomb that everyone knows is ticking. Do you think Steffy is right to intervene this hard, or is she crossing a line by treating Taylor like a problem that needs fixing?